A morning ritual for people who think deeply.
Zen AM.
Hey man, you talking today?
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time again. Time for Zen AM.
Start off with some breath work.
What up, everybody? Grand Rising, good morning. Guten Tag, good morrow, good day. It is another episode of Zen AM. I am your host, Nehemiah. We got Daria DTB Brooks coming live at y'all on Monday, March 30th, about this mug. April is this week. I believe that everybody's probably going to skip an April Fool's Day this year because everything in the world is just already foolish.
Right. We ain't even gonna think about that. No April Fools. Don't call me with none of that. I don't want to see none of that. There's real stuff going on in the world right now.
So I am thinking that April Fools is off. What you think?
Yeah, I think it should be off. I think it should be discontinued. I think we should never celebrate that. So much is going on in the world, and we need to be focusing on the real and not joking.
Yeah. So that's a good place to, one of the things I wanted to talk about today was, are we stuck or are we just avoiding? And I think that is an awesome topic because Mondays be making us feel so stuck, right? Like the week start, it just be feeling like, we be feeling stuck. We be feeling stuck sometimes. So are we feeling stuck or are we just avoiding, man? Let's get into how was your weekend, man? Vibing?
Weekend was good, man. I finally got my towel warmer. No more cold towels. Luxury.
We all know
everything is plush.
When you said you finally got it, what it would took forever to arrive or what? You couldn't find the right one.
I couldn't find the right one. So like I'm in this era now where it's like I don't really like paying full price for stuff. I like the bargain deals. And where I live is a lot of liquidation spots. So like if it's surplus of items, they get sent to this warehouse. Man, this warehouse was so huge. I picked up a bookshelf and I seen it. I'm like, oh, you got the towel warmer. Towel warmers normally go for like 90 to 100. I got it for 60, brand new in the box. Still sealed. So when I seen it, I grabbed my bookshelf. That's what I did this weekend. I built a bookshelf to put I don't know. Let me ask you a question, and then we'll go further. I decided to put a shoe section in like when you come in from my garage because it's like, bro, you keep all your shoes upstairs. I mean, if you put your shoes on upstairs, you gotta walk downstairs with your shoes on. Yep. So I wanted to create a space where I could just have some quick shoes that I can just swap out and have my house shoes there. And it looked presentable because I would have my shoes all over the place. But yeah, that's what I did basically this week. I built a bookshelf and I purchased my my towel warmer and played pickleball this week.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a good weekend.
Watch the fight too. Keith Thurman got his ass kicked.
Got smoked. Anytime you wake up mad at the ref, you know you got your face bloody. Look, I think in some fights it's okay to protest the final, but when you look like that, you can't.
Yeah, you can't.
We knew Keith Thurman was going to lose, though.
Yeah,
we knew.
I knew that. I knew that for a fact.
Keith lost to Pacquiao.
Yeah.
And he's been on the way. Keith, one-time Thurman, been on the way down. He messed up a long time ago by not taking the right fights.
Right.
He messed up by not taking the Earl fight. He was on top, was trying to duck people, didn't take the fights he needed to. And then what happens to all of them? They end up losing a fight that they should have won, and then all their money just wow. Same thing happened to Deontay Wilder.
Yeah.
Same exact thing. Didn't take the Anthony Joshua fight. Took the Tyson Fury fight, got murked 3 times. So yeah, you gotta, man, that's another thing. You gotta know when you want God's time and when you want your time.
Yeah.
And we talked about this. You were talking about sometimes you know the divine timing.
Yeah.
And being connected to know when you are on divine timing and when you want your time and when you want somebody else's time.
Right.
That's the most important thing. So much of our life is about timing. right place, right time. That's what they say. Right place, right time. So that time is impeccable. And the only way to really be on that is to be on God's time. That's
Only
really
way.
it. When we on our time, we don't see the blessings that we supposed to get. When we on other people's time, we wrapped up in their ego and their own stuff. They don't even know where they need to be at that point in life. So when we on that time, everything stays in line, and that's what I see, especially in the fight world. You see a lot of misalignment with
Right.
people wanting to be on their own time and not be on God's time. And we see it happen in the fights where the fight gets canceled, and then a person takes it 3 days, where everybody else said, "No, I'm not taking that fight. I'm not fighting the champ. I got to prepare." And that person was like, "No, I'm gonna take it. Shoot, this must be coming from above," or whatever the case may be. They take the fight and win.
Right. Yeah.
They win a fight they wasn't supposed to.
Yeah. Well, nah, I would say they were supposed to win that fight.
Well, I mean, like collectively.
Oh yeah. What
It was a
people may
fight that they were not technically supposed to win. This is
Right.
the champion. They're far from being the champion. They took it on 3-day notice. This is not supposed to be one they won. So I think that's an important thing for us to really lock in and just be, God, am I on your time or am I on my own?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, whose timeline am I on right now?
Right.
Am I on my girl's time? Am I on my guy's time? Am I on my boss's time? Am I on the homie's time? You know? What up, Venus? We see you.
I'm looking on my peripheral. I'm like, why is it moving up so quick?
We're gonna have to put what's up, Venus? We see you out here. Hello. And to shout out to all the people, we now we streaming on Twitch today.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, pull it up. We streaming on Twitch today, y'all. Yes, I did.
Tell
Check
me
your
that.
text message. Check your text messages, y'all. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all about Tom. And look, he gonna act like this is how people do, y'all. I sent him the message yesterday. I sent this message to him yesterday. Did the brother respond? Well,
Nah, I ain't even. Oh, you know what? I was playing pickleball.
Okay, so don't
I was
say you
playing
didn't even tell me
pickleball
then.
from 10 to 12, but I didn't see that message though.
Then don't say you ain't
Yo,
even tell
where
me.
we at? Twitch.
Don't
W's
say
in
you
the
ain't even
chat.
tell me.
Send
You
a
ain't even tell me
gifted.
then.
100 gifted. Run it up.
Run it up. We in this thing, man. I'm telling y'all, we bringing this around the world.
Oh, we on Twitch with it now.
We on Twitch. We bringing this around the world, y'all. I'm not playing with y'all. Each week, I'm doing something new for the show to expand it. And we've been in the I've been in the trenches building this AI assistant, and it's damn near done. So now we're gonna be doing the visual stuff, man. We everywhere, man. What up, Twitch?
Hey, look, Twitch. I will respond to those comments. We did a video when I said I'll debate anybody that Aaliyah is better than Beyonce, and if Aaliyah was still alive, Beyonce would not exist. I do owe y'all my response. Now that we on Twitch, I think I'm gonna have to give y'all my response, but not today though.
Yeah. Let's get into some breathwork, man. I want to show you a picture I've been working on too. I want to see what y'all been what y'all think, man. I'm over here. I'm really diving into this AI world, and in my opinion, we've become too egotistical when it comes to ourselves. Society has pushed ourselves to be all about us. It's like everything is for the gram, everything is for Twitch, everything is for this. Take a picture of me here, have me doing this, have me doing this.
Right.
So it's created a generation of people who just always need to take a picture of themselves and be in front of the camera and all that. And me personally, yeah, I'm on TV, but I don't like being in front of the camera like that.
Right.
I like the art side of it, but as far as just posing in front of a wall, it's like, no, it's not my style. Or posing with my food and stuff, like that's not really my style. So I created this. I've been working with AI to now do all that for me.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
And I'm gonna get it to the point to where I never got to take another picture again.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
What you laughing at?
You and your globe shot. Shout out to Boo Man. Boo Man said he over here. Let's get it. He on Twitch. I see the icon and everything.
Oh yeah. We got Twitch up in this.
We gotta take a sip for that.
Twitch gang. So for all those new, we're gonna give a shout out to our IG fan. My IG fan popping in.
Oh yeah,
here.
let me go to IG.
What up, Emelise? Wooten, Carlos, Lon Sub, Ladies. I can't say your name. I just can't. Angelo Love, CM. You try saying their name. That's your job from now on.
I don't see him.
You don't see him on IG?
Nah, IG don't show me who's viewing on your page.
Oh, for real?
They
I saw
got
you
they
just
got to
joined.
say something.
Okay, shout out to Scott. You can't see Scott. All right. So it's Monday, y'all. I'm getting into some ground and breath work. I know how we do. Right, nice and straight. Wherever you can, we're just gonna go ahead and lock in. You can roll the shoulders out. I know we brought a lot of tension with us over from the weekend. It's our chance just to reset, be intentional about Monday. Deep breath in through the nose. Hold it. Release through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Hold it. Release. Inhale. Hold it. Release. That's one. Inhale. Hold it. Release.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna get y'all to a 30 seconds to. Hey, y'all was holding your breath for a minute there. Y'all was on it.
We was in there for sure.
Y'all was on it. Did you feel like you go longer? That's what she said.
Oh yeah, it was just man. Come on, man. Let's get to it.
It's all about working that way up.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta go to school. So I know we was talking about ways before just to kind of like make our Mondays better, right?
Mm-hmm.
We went over a list of all the stuff that we could do. Did anybody tune in and do any of the things off that list at all? No. Don't think so. Put it in the chat if y'all did. If y'all were able to, but one of the things that I've just been noticing is I just talked to a lot of people, and a lot of people are talking about they just feeling stuck. It's been the same routine for them. It's just starting to feel like the rat race, right? Like it's just every single day is just starting to feel repetitive. So I was just thinking, like, are we actually stuck? Because that's what life is, right? Like when you get to a certain age, life is just life now. And this is just what life entails. Or are we avoiding? Are we avoiding doing the things that we are supposed to be doing to take us to the next level? And I think that deep down, a lot of us who are in situations where we're kind of feeling stuck. And I want to get your opinion on this, but I feel like for some of us, there's some type of burning desire, something inside of us, right? That's like kind of like that voice, like you could be doing more, you should be doing more, you should be doing this. What happened to that? Something that's like that little voice that's always there. Mm-hmm. So then my question is like, for us that feel stuck, are we really stuck? Is this what life really is? When you get to your 30s or 40s, it's just living life and it's just one thing after another and you get these small glimpses. Or do things change when we stop avoiding the things that we feel like we should be doing?
Mm-hmm.
So I want to get y'all takes on that. Because there's some people who will tell you that this is life. There's some people who will. They'll say, we may vacation here and there, but they don't expect any more from life than exactly what they got. And not even... they don't want more in life. They just don't expect that life has more for them. They just expect like, this is it right here. This is it. This is what my mom and daddy, this is how they lived. I watched my daddy work till he was whatever. Same with my mom. My grandmama, same thing. So I think a lot of us has seen this as a lifestyle for most of the people and most of our elders. So I want to know our takes because I think that we are in a time where this is the first generation where almost everybody can avoid that.
Right.
because technology and all the information is right here. Like it's not set up just for the doctors or, the people who went to college.
I would like to I don't know. I guess we gotta define being stuck. Is it like work life, personal life, all around? Because I think being stuck means that you closed in and you're not acceptive of any new advice or new
Mhm.
hobbies or a new way of life. And I when you saying stuck, I'm mentioning like there's cars and you can't back out the driveway because there's
And you
things.
trying to move.
Right.
You're
That's
trying to, but you can't.
right. There's things that's constructively already been in place and you can't move around it. But it's about releasing things, getting things out,
Mm,
creating that space to allow things to flow. It's
mm,
having that traffic.
mm,
I'm even thinking of blood flow. If your blood flow is not flowing properly, you'll be stuck.
mm,
There's more. You're more prone to diseases or sickness and things like that.
mhm,
So we got to learn how to release and create a clear path or a clear flow for things to be welcomed in and released out.
mm. Take a sip, man. I like that. So then I guess the first thing would be is us figuring out if we stuck or not, right? Because it's one thing to be stuck. It's another thing to be stuck and not know it.
Mhm.
And I think that those are two different. When you stuck and you know it, there's a feeling inside of you, right? That you can recognize. But I think when you're stuck and you don't know it, that feeling is a little bit smaller, but it's a little bit more restless and you don't really recognize. Like there's something that's off, but you can't really define it. Shout out to Ben 5963 for popping in. We see you.
Being stuck is caring too much about shit you can't control.
Mm.
I feel like we can control a lot of things. I think sometimes we be underestimating ourselves. I feel like any situation in life, we can control it. With
Yeah.
God, with definitely with God leading in your life, I believe we can control anything.
Yeah. And that's the other thing, right? Like in that equation, when we're feeling stuck or not feeling stuck or don't even know, who are we speaking to about that? Right? Like, are we calling to the Most High?
Mhm.
Right? Like, are we talking to the Creator who brought us here, who knows better for our vision than we do? Or are we going to Instagram? Are we going to our friends that we always go to? Are we not saying
Yo,
anything? A lot of us don't even say anything. A lot of us just feel this and just go with the motions.
I I believe a lot of answers are within. Self-reflect and doing inventory is the number one thing. I feel like we hold the same power as therapists. Therapist just speaks out loud for us, getting our inner thoughts. But if we do that, writing things down, seeing, doing inventory, we can really answer those questions for ourselves to see if we really stuck or not. We don't really check in with ourselves. We don't talk to ourselves. We don't do a mental checkup. We don't do a growth checkup. We don't do vision boards. We just wake up and we're like robots. We do what we're supposed to do every day on a Monday, every day on a Tuesday, and we never switch things up. And that's how we can stay. We stay conformed and stuck because we're moving like robots. We were never formed or made to be doing things the same way every day in
Right.
synchronization. I believe, and I could be wrong. I could be very wrong, but I feel like that's when people become stuck, is when you do the same thing over and over and you try or you want to do new things, but you can't. That's just like somebody that's working in a semi line. If they're supposed to package up the box, but one day they say, you know what? I want to create the wrapper. You can't do it because you're in the middle of packaging the box. So you got to allow new things to come in so you can reevaluate it. And that's when you'll know if you're being stuck or not. Well, more than likely you won't be.
Sometimes we're in situations where we want to go to the rapper, but the job is telling us, no, you stand right here. You are a packager.
Right.
There is no rapping in your future.
Right. But see, that's when
That's another form of stuck, right?
Yeah, but we can get out of that.
Right.
If we want to, we can get out of that.
Do most of us?
I think so, but we don't talk to ourselves.
Hmm.
I knew last Monday that I wanted to build something this past weekend. I didn't know what it was, but I'm like, I just want to I want to get a package, do a bookshelf. I knew that from last Monday that this weekend, I'm already looking on weekends ahead, because if you don't, I'm gonna wake up and do the same thing. Wake up, probably clean, probably grocery shop, play pickleball. And those are great things. That's something that I love doing. But when you enter new things in, you create that flow.
And sometimes life does it for you.
Yeah.
And when life does it for us, a lot of times it's not what we want.
It's forced.
It's like when our parents told us get them dishes done and we didn't do them, the consequences are way different when they come home and see that the dish is not done versus the first time when they told us.
Right.
Now there's actual consequences.
Mm-hmm.
Before there might have been a prize. There might have been a reward. Now, not only is there no reward, but there's consequences.
Mm-hmm.
And I see that play out a lot in life, especially the way that God does it, where it's like, we'll take a relationship, for instance, and there's red flags, and God's like, get out of this relationship. You've been asking for this, and this person is none of that. Get out of there. They'll throw us little things, and then we don't listen,
Mm-hmm.
right? They come in the form of red flags. They come in the form of awareness.
Mm-hmm.
We get more awareness. Just be aware how this person's talking to you.
Right.
Be aware how this person's treating you right now in this situation compared to how they were treating you 2 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
And with that awareness, we're able to see more and have a clearer vision. That awareness we call a red or a green flag in the dating world.
Right.
When our awareness is open, we're like, you talking kind of sideways. That's a red flag, and we kind of make a mental check of it.
Mm-hmm.
But if they bring you flowers, it's a green. Oh, person brought me flowers. It's a green flag. I had nobody bring me flowers. Boop. You know what I'm saying? Mental check. And when we get those early signs, you get that red flag sign. This is the second time this person to talk to me sideways. This is a pattern now. And your gut is like, hey, it's time for you to get out. A lot of times we don't.
Mm-hmm.
And what happens when we don't is we get caught in this cycle with this person now. Now we're caught in this cycle. And not only are we wasting energy, but we wasted time.
Right.
And now the universe, it could go months, it could go a year, it could go 2 years. Now the universe God is gonna remove them. The signs are gonna get heightened. Not only are they talking to you sideways at home, but now they being loud in public.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now the signs get heightened.
Mm-hmm.
And the situations get heightened, and we have a chance to listen. A lot of times we don't. Then it goes to the next stage. So when we don't remove ourselves, the consequences and the stakes are way higher. And I think that we get signs early on, but sometimes it's just so hard for us to recognize and listen to them.
Right. Nah, that's a fact. I mean, definitely staying in tune is definitely a number one thing that we gotta always do. But like you said, there's so much going on in the world right now. We don't really take that time to reflect. I feel like reflection should be like a big key on the board that we should be doing like weekly, monthly, yearly,
daily,
almost daily. I would even say daily.
You're supposed to do it daily.
Yeah.
You're supposed to reflect in the morning and at night. That's what your gratitude journal is about.
Mm-hmm.
When you're doing your gratitude journal or you're journaling, you're reflecting.
Right.
Highly productive people, when we look at the average, when we look at the low achievers, they never reflect. When we look at medium achievers, they reflect quarterly.
Mm-hmm.
When we look at high achievers, they reflect weekly. When we look at that 1% of people, they reflect daily.
Right.
Some people are waiting to Q1 to see if they meet their goals. And there's some people who look at the end of every single day
Right.
and say, did I or did I not meet my goals? Why not? And then they change it. So now instead of waiting to Q2, the next day they are making the improvements.
Let me ask you a question. Would you stay around with someone, friend, partner, if you feel like they were stuck and stagnant?
It all depends. It depends on their attitude about it. And it depends on their mentality about it. I think that there's going to be a lot of times in our life where we are stuck. And I think that that's where our circle comes in.
Mhm.
I think that this is, it's like a race of life, and we're constantly, it's a relay race, and all of our peers are next to us. So when I'm running and I'm in the head of the race and I turn around and I see Darian is back there and he's struggling, I'm gonna come back and help you. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna slow my pace up. I'm gonna grab you. I'm be in your ear, motivate. Hey, we got this. I'm gonna be running next to you. We got this. We good. Boom, boom, boom. Until you are back at your pace.
Mhm.
And then typically what happens is at some point I'm gonna fall back
Right.
and I'm gonna be tired. I'm gonna be unmotivated. And now you see me. Oh, my man just can't. Here, come. I got you, man. Come up. Come on, man.
Yeah.
You got this. And now you giving the same motivation that I gave you, and it's a back and we do that for each other. Now, for me, I'm okay with that. What I'm not okay with is if someone's back there and I go back to help them, and they just complaining about being stuck.
Mhm.
I ain't never gonna make it. I'm never gonna get up there. It's too far. Is this? I'm like, no,
Right.
you can still do it. We still got a long race. It's a marathon. No, it's not. I'm always little. I'm just gonna. Well, you stay back there. Then.
Right.
That's the stuck I got a problem with right
Right.
there.
Right.
That's
Right.
the kind of stuck.
That's a great way of looking at it. And I agree with you. But as you was talking, it's like I feel like our goal is to be closer to God or walking in that God life path. And if we don't have that, I don't know, that extra umph of still being there when people are stuck even during their bad times, it's like, are we even being a true support system that we're supposed to be? Because if God does it for us day in and day out, why can't we do it for the next person? Or should we be doing it for the next person if we're supposed to be walking in that God-like image?
I absolutely think that we should, but I don't think that. I think that we have to have discernment
Right.
on when we need to throw in the towel. We're trying to help them. I don't think that it's about whether or not we do help them. I think that the answer is we always do help them. It's about recognizing how long should we spend our efforts helping them and our energy, because there are truly some people who don't want to be helped. There really are. And there's nothing that you can do about it. And that's the discernment that we have to have, because sometimes the help that they need is larger than us.
Right.
Sometimes the help that they need has to come directly from God. We can't, like, it can't come from us.
Right.
And us extending the hand to them, sometimes that's just enough for them just to be like, you know what, the world ain't that bad. Even if they don't
Right.
take it, they'll still remember that in the back of their mind. Like, there was that one time when Darian did extend this. So even if they don't take it, I think that it's still in their mind. So I think our job, if we are being like Jesus and God, he went back. They had the 100 sheep, and the one that got lost, he went back for the one. And I think that that's our job, but we have to have that discernment, because there are some people who are lost and do not want to be back guided.
Right.
And we've been around those people, and it's just like a drowning person.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally like a drowning person. When a person is drowning, you got to have something in between y'all.
Yeah, because they'll pull you down just to get a breath of air.
That thing in between y'all is God.
Right.
I'm throwing you God.
That God wrath.
That's what I'm throwing you. And as you see, God got me here to save you, so it works. And we done seen it work multiple times. This is on you, but you can't pull me down. God's the only one that can save you from this.
Yeah, go ahead, take a sip, man. It's Monday, man.
We
It's
ain't playing
Thursday.
with y'all. We ain't playing with y'all. So I think that's the biggest issue that we have, me personally thinking, is that so many of us don't know what voice to listen to.
Mhm.
And we've lost that connection. So now we're trying to navigate and do it all on our own. We got our ego talking to us. We spending more time with people that we shouldn't spend time with. We spending no time with people that we should be spending time with because we're listening to ourselves. We don't have any guidance. We don't have that North Star.
Mhm.
And when you connect to that North Star, it's hard not to feel. It's impossible to feel stuck.
Right.
It's impossible because when you got that North Star, you hear the voice, and it's God saying, "You ain't stuck. You just in the transformation period right now.
Mhm.
You ain't stuck. I'm just sitting you down for this." So now you actually have awareness of why you are where you are, and it's not just, "Dang, why does this keep happening to me?" It's not that anymore. You're not, "I wonder why this keeps happening to me." No, you're like, "Dang, I really have been making the same choice over and over with the people I date. I need to sit down. I need to heal certain areas of myself that is okay with this kind of treatment. When I was younger, this is what I went through. And now I'm starting to see the pattern of the people that I date because it's very similar to what I experienced as a child. When we sit down and be silent, that's where that comes in.
Mhm.
That's when we start to be able to put these pieces together. But with all the distractions and stuff, we never get time to sit down and look at the puzzle and where we are. We just taking pieces trying to put them together. We don't even know where we at.
Right. I mean, not even to really talk on relationships, but I think you're right. It's like you feel like you dating the same person over and over because you going to the same place over and over, meeting the same like-minded people.
Yeah.
So you got to get out and like I haven't really done this at all, especially in a long time, but it's like journaling outside. You got to
Yeah.
think you're in the comfort of your home, but you're not allowing new things to come in. It might be that bird chirping that may enlighten you, or the breeze coming through, something new and refreshing to allow new things to come in, especially with dating. If you go into the club, try going to Barnes and Nobles.
Yeah.
Try to go to your local golf country club. Try
Right.
going to a bowling alley or something like that. Don't just go to the same places expecting different things, because you're gonna find that same exact person, that same exact energy, that same exact spirit. Birds together flock together.
Yeah. You can't see you going to a wrong. You have to go to a quiet place to meet a girl, like a library. Oh, in this place, I'm going to Black Awareness pageant.
No, that's a
with
fact.
clean girls there.
That's a
But
fact.
and a lot of times we end up in those same places because we are the same person. So sometimes changing the place that you go, it doesn't matter because you're not going to be able to recognize that person there because you're still the same person that's attracting. You attract what you are.
Right.
And when you are attracting these types of people and it's constant, there's something in you that needs to be a change. The world is just a reflection of you. You are not a reflection of the world. And that's what we have to remember. Our collective thoughts are the world that we experience.
Could you repeat that one more time?
Our collective thoughts are the world that we experience. So the world that we are experiencing are a collection of our thoughts. And a lot of times it's the thoughts that are constantly reoccurring in our head. So
you said the world is not a reflection of you. You are the reflection of the world.
exactly. Wait, what?
Did you say the world is not a reflection of you? You are the reflection of the world?
No, it's the other way around. The world is a reflection of you. The world that you experience is a reflection of the reoccurring thoughts that you have. The world that you experience is a reflection of you. So and this goes back because two people can be standing in the same place and going through the same exact situation, same scenario. One person is in heaven and one person is in hell.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, the world that you experience around you is a collection of your thoughts. It's your perception. It doesn't mean that you two aren't experiencing the same thing, but your perception of that is your thoughts around it and your beliefs and your personality that you've created through a collection of your thoughts. Yeah, it goes. The Bible talks about it. They all talk. As a man thinketh, All of this talks about this. The word repent just means change your thoughts. Everything is circled around the way that we think.
Mhm.
It's never ever circled around us leaving our town or doing this. Every single teaching that comes about how you change the world starts here. It's never starting with remove this person, remove this person, remove this person. It's never that. It's remove what's up in here.
Mhm. I gotta sit on that. I gotta really like think about that.
Okay.
Cause I agree with you, but it's Monday and I don't want to get into something that I'm not clear in my
You
mind.
ain't
I
ready
gotta
for
let
it.
that,
Yeah, you
I gotta let that register because I
And
agree with you, but I also agree that we're a product of our environment.
that's only if you allow yourself to be a product of your environment, because we have seen time and time and time again that people have rose above their environment. Jesus is one of them. They clowned Jesus because they said that he was from Nazareth. They said, where's he from? Nothing good comes out of Nazareth.
Mhm.
So even back then, somebody overcame their environment. Like, we are not victims to our environment. You can be influenced by your environment, but it doesn't mean that that influence sticks around. Like, you have the power to change that. We see it in reform gangbangers. We see it in people who come from villages. Daddy Yankee came from a village in Puerto Rico.
But
To
you
be
have
able
to
to
leave
rise,
that, right?
you have to start here. You got to
Right.
start here. You
But
got to
you
start
phys-
here.
But you have to physically remove yourself from that environment. You
I
can't.
think sometimes, yeah. I think that you have to start in your mind to be
Mhm.
able to truly recognize what's around you, and then be able to see, like, for instance, actors. They're in Ohio, right? Yeah, they could. Nowadays it's much different with the internet. Yeah, they could do some acting and stuff, but if they wanted to get to the top level, they may have to go to LA. This
I
is what it
got you.
was back
Okay,
in the
okay,
day.
okay,
You
okay.
know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
They may
Okay.
have got all, but
Yeah.
in order to get to LA, they had to get out of that small town thinking that
Right.
most people around them
I got you.
are in. They had to rise
you.
above that.
I got you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree
Yeah.
100%.
So yeah, our environment and all of that influences us. That's the reason why it's important for us to take back control of our mind. So
So
absolutely, most of us are a product of our environment, but we need to be a product of God. And that's
That's a
the
fact.
influence. And that's the problem, is that we become a product of all these other things when we need to be stronger than that.
And you know, I think I talked about this probably episode 30 or 40. It's like, what are our healthy subscriptions?
Yep,
Because
exactly.
our social media environment is, I'm gonna speak on mine, is garbage. Like, it's straight garbage. What I look at, things that come up on my feed is straight garbage. So I need to really change that. And like you said, it's in the mind.
Yeah.
And sometimes I do switch up my algorithm and things like that, create other accounts where it's nothing but positive, it's nothing else, no drama, anything like that. But how do you feel about that social environment as well, changing your social environment?
Absolutely. Because now we're getting to different levels, right? Of understanding the brain, psychology, our environment, energy. Now is different levels, because we also have a subconscious.
Mhm.
We have a conscious mind and we have a subconscious mind. The subconscious mind takes things in without us knowing. So from the scrolling, news, commercials, all of our environment, all of these things impact the subconscious mind, and we don't know it. So we are not meant to be on social media.
Mhm.
We're not. Humans are not meant to be on social media. I think that if Jesus was around and social media was around back then, when they talk about Shabbat and the Sabbath, cell phones will be included in that. It would be
Yeah.
like you can't do social media, you can't use your phone, don't even touch your phone on Shabbat, because it was before. We just think work, but I think that it's a tool that we are overusing.
Mhm.
Phones, technology, they're all here for a reason, but we got to be so careful. And my algorithm is, oh my goodness, my algorithm is, whoa, my algorithm is so bad. My algorithm, it don't know what to think.
Mhm.
Like the stuff that I share, because I share it with random people, so it doesn't know who to please.
Right,
Like, so
right, right.
my algorithm might be Democrat stuff, then Republican stuff, then it might be knockouts, then it might be spirituality, then it might be hot girls, then it might be fights. They don't know where I'm at. I'm sharing everything. I'm sharing
Right.
everything. I trick it on purpose.
Yeah.
And that's another tool right there. And that's what, like Boom said, you want to read that out loud?
I really want to automate to the point that I don't have to be on social media unless it's absolutely necessary.
And that's what we're doing with Zen AM right now. That's literally this whole work that I've been doing for the last month has been to be able to automate this show. So me and Darian, all we got to do is film.
Mhm.
We don't got to be stuck in the comments. We don't got to be stuck. We got one post right now and that's over 100 comments. And it's just going every single day, but I don't want to be stuck to it. I'm not trying to be. So I'm creating an agent that responds to all of our comments. I don't even want to respond to my comments. I don't even want to do social media personally because I know what it has. I'm not one of those people. Look at me, look at me, look at me. I don't care. Don't look at me. I don't want to be looked at. I don't want you to know what I got going on. I don't want you to know what vacation I'm on. I don't want you to know none of that stuff. I really don't, unless you're in my close circle.
That's it right there. That's the answer. If you're stuck or you feel like you're stuck, find ways to automate your life. When you automate your life, there's a systematic system that you don't have to worry about, and you're able to go out and explore and let your mind be free. We're worrying about little tasks. I mean, and I
Right.
feel like even when you mentioned, doing the dishes as a young kid, that was something that your parents automated. So they don't have
By
to
having
come
us
home
do
and
it.
do it. Yeah. So that they can free up their time.
That's true. That's true.
So that they can free up their time. So that's
Right,
the
right,
true
right.
answer. If you feel like you're stuck, find ways to outputting. Find ways.
Find ways to release.
If you don't know Nehemiah, you will know him on this show.
Give
But
up.
that's the answer.
Mm,
Automation. You cannot be stuck if you have things working for you.
yep.
You can't be
true.
stuck.
That's true.
That's it right there.
That's
y'all.
true. And now when we wonder why things like AI have come into our life,
Right.
now we wonder. And we're like, is it bad? No.
Look
at what it's going to be able to do. Look at the time that we're going to be able to save. And I'm not even using that buy back my time. I told you I'm switching out of that. This is my time anyway. It's me and God's time. It's like, no, nigga, you don't care what you pay me. Like, you don't own that bit of time. I don't care. Like, I'm saving time.
Right.
That's it. I'm not buying my time back from nobody.
I would like to debate that with you, because we technically are buying our time.
No, we're not. They're buying our time.
Yeah. And you're
We
selling
ain't.
it
We selling it, but we ain't buying it.
to get it back.
And it's not
Don't
even our
cost you.
time. It's not even ours. Who said that this was our time? We assumed it was our time because we're experiencing this, but we don't know what contracts we made before we came into life. We don't know what agreement we made with God. We don't know what the soul contract was before we came down here.
But time comes with a date, right? Or comes in a number form. Is that how
In a
we
way.
look at time?
In a way. Mhm.
Look, here you go.
I don't look at time like that.
Is
I look at
time is time in a number form?
And to humans, yes.
See, he like to play
To
mental
humans, yes.
gymnastics, bro.
It's not
He
to
love
me.
play mental gymnastics. So what
Not
is
to
it
me.
to you? What is time for you?
I look at time as a collection of experiences. That's
I
what I
like
look at
that.
time as.
No, I like that.
Yeah.
I like
Time
that.
is because the clock is BS.
But you
because
follow it.
If you it's BS period.
But you follow
Because
it.
I do, based off of certain areas in my life, like the job says you got to start at this time. Yeah,
Right.
but that's when I'm on other people's time.
Right. But you gotta
You know
buy
what I'm
that time
saying?
back.
Yeah. So I'm saving my time. I'm not buying my time from nobody. They don't own it. They don't own my time.
They do own it. If it's a contractual agreement, they own that time.
No, don't nobody own it. Don't nobody own my time. And that's the problem that we get thinking. And that's the reason why we give these bosses so much of our, he's paying for 40 hours. No, that's still my time.
No, it's an agreement. You agree for 80 hours at this rate that this is the services that you will provide. That's the time. That time is blocked off from anyone. You can't double book appointments, right?
Right.
So it's allocated from those 8 hours. This is what you're supposed to be doing, and this is what they're paying you for. If you want to get out of that, you have to buy your time back because you already contractually agreed to that.
Yeah. Technically, yeah, I think that's the sense. But with these jobs, we're not signing contracts for 3 or 4 years, right? So we don't have to, we just have to make enough money to not have to go back to their job. So therefore, if I make enough money right now, I can just not go to work. I'm not contractual to finish any amount of time with them. I did not sign up. Today is Monday. I don't have anything to do with them until Friday. So therefore, I'm not in a contract, meaning I have to be connected with this company for this amount of time. I'm blocking time, but they don't own the time. So like I said, if I quit right now, I'm not like a slave to where you could quit, but you still got to work. You still got to work these hours. You know what I'm saying? Like you were indebted to us for these amount of hours. So it's more, the reason why I say it like that is because our words are so powerful.
That's true.
This is the reason I'm not allowing me to say that anybody owns my time but God. And we could argue semantics all we want, but it's just something in my personal life that I refuse to say that anyone owns my time but God. You could say it however you want to. That's on you. You know what I'm saying? That's on you. But for me, don't no person own my time. I don't care. 50,000 a year, you don't own my time. 60,000 a year, you don't own my time. 70, you don't own my time. You don't own my time for that.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. You got a engagement to go to at 2:30.
Right.
But the work job says we need you to come on site at 2:15. What you doing?
Depends on the engagement. Depends on if it's like my kid's recital or something important. No.
So what you gonna do?
I'm going to where I was going. I'm not going to work. That's the reason why that's why I'm not your typical.
No. I got you. So if you were scheduled to work 8 hours, but you get off at 5 and there's an engagement that you got to go at 2:00, you either clock out, don't get paid, or you clock out and use PTO.
Right.
Your time is still being bought.
We agree with that.
Yourself. You still selling your time.
That's what we agree with. That the time is being bought. But what I'm saying is that no one owns my time. We're saying the same thing.
Yeah, no, I mean, no, technically no one owns.
We're saying the same thing. We're saying the same thing.
You own your time, but you're selling your time.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, we're saying the same thing. You just like to argue sometimes. That's all it is. I said that from the beginning, man. This is why I'm single, man. Now y'all see why I'm single. Imagine me having to deal with this in the morning with him, and then me having to deal with this when I get home with my woman.
But
it would be.
But you know what? It's a great thing though to actually hear people out and hear people's perspectives. You know, a lot of people feel like even in relationships or anything, they feel like they're not being heard.
100%.
So like I love to debate. Not even to get my point across, it's really to understand that person, to understand the mind, because we all unique and different in our own way.
Yeah. And that's something I always had an issue with, where some people don't. Like me, I got an issue with saying boss. Like it takes me back to slave days and shit. Like you're not my boss, you are the owner of the company.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I got problem, like I'm the slave that was trying to get away from the slave quarters. That's who I am. I was a slave that was trying to run. Like, I'm not the one that was sitting there, that was okay with the life, that was just chilling, that was like, we got food. No, I was the one that was always looking for an exit. I'm always looking for an exit out the rat race now, and the rat race here ain't even close to as bad as what slavery was.
Right.
So if I don't like it now, I already imagine what I was like, what my mentality was back then. I don't think that as a grown man, I should have to ask another grown man if I could go spend time with my family. Personally.
Do you think slavery could exist in today's time?
I think it does exist in today's time.
Just a different form?
Absolutely.
But I'm talking about slavery back then.
It does. Yes, there's slaves today.
To that magnitude.
Yeah. Oh yeah, was it Libya? what is it, in Libya right now, there's actual slavery going on right now where people are being sold in slaves
Whoa,
to
I mean,
this day, like right now
no, and that is true, but I'm talking about in our surroundings, like as of
in
today.
America.
Yeah, like, do you think we would still have the mindset of a slave of being like fidgety and not more like stern?
Yeah. I think we're all dealing with slave mentalities, especially the blacks. We know it. We're all dealing with a different form of massa. It's massa, just a different form. Look at this. We are asking for permission to massa. My tooth hurts. Can I go get this fixed? Massa, it's my daughter's birthday. Can I go see her? Massa, it's my daughter's first dance recital. I ain't never seen her dance. Mays I go?
Right.
Massa, Mays I get off early?
Because
Massa.
you selling your time.
Yeah. And giving them so much power that you're afraid to ask for your time. You selling it and you're afraid to ask them, is it okay if I go to a dentist appointment?
Right.
And they crack, yeah, but what time is it over? Make sure you're back at 2:30.
Right.
They cracking the whip. They not even like, you know what? Yeah, ain't what you getting done? Oh, you know what? Take the rest of the day off. I didn't have dentist work done. Nah. No, they saying, oh, you getting your tooth. Well, make sure you're back in here by 2:30. It's massive, man. I ain't dealing with that. So I think that a lot of us are in a form of slavery, whether it's physical, whether it's mental slaves to many things, whether it's TV, whether it's food, whether it's addictions. There's some type of slavery that's happening on a physical or spiritual level with a lot of us.
I agree. I think we just missing the trait of compassionate. And like after me hearing like this conversation, it's like I feel like I may not be as compassionate as I say I want to be. Just understanding it's like you just got to show compassion to people because it's a lot of stuff going on, and this world and this life is not easy. But you know, with creating that circle and allowing things to freely come in and freely release yourself, I think you should be good.
Yeah, that's well said. And you're right, man. It's we constantly learning, and it's really about us getting connected back with the Creator. That's really what it is. We've been so disconnected from God that we've allowed our bosses, we've allowed our wives, our husbands, our kids, our friends, the NBA, the NFL, drinking, smoking, drugs. We've allowed all these things to become our North Star. And in a way, we've started doing false idol worshiping without us even knowing it. We're worshiping all these other things without going to the source. So I think that as the times get crazier, people's foundations are breaking and the things that they thought were stable weren't. So a lot more people are looking back to God.
That's a fact.
And I think that's where we're kind of going.
And
Boom says it too, right? My sole goal is to free myself from working for people. And I'm with him. This is my biggest issue of working with people. Okay. Working for people. Okay. People, especially in businesses, from my own experience, will never, ever, ever pay me what I'm worth. They won't even come close to the mark. They give me these little scraps and expect me to be okay with it. And then they expect me to do all of these other duties because I have a lot of skill sets. So now I work for a company. I'm a plumber. Okay. I go there. I'm only supposed to be fixing the toilet. The toilet, they don't know what's wrong with it. They hired me for 2 hours. I come there and I know what's wrong with it. I fix it in 20 minutes, right? I figured it out. They now say, oh, I didn't know you could fix ACs. Well, you finished that so quick. Can you take a look at my air condition too? Since you're here, I paid for 2 hours. Not even realizing these are two different services that require two different skills that are two different pays. They only want to pay me because they think because I paid you for 2 hours, I got you for 2 hours.
Right.
And that's what, no. You're hiring me to be this on the job. You're not paying me for my hours. You're paying me for my task. As poor people, we got to stop giving them our hours and just give them task. So if I finish this task in an hour, I still get all my hours because you're paying me for the task. Don't start trying to find shit for me to do because you need to fill time because I was quicker.
I feel you. I feel
You
you
know
on
what
that.
I mean?
I feel you on that. But I think that should be a good thing that we should, try to introduce into this worldly life, because we get paid per hour,
Yep.
not per task. And that might be a good thing. It's like, okay, I'll pay you this per task. And then that would change a lot, because we know, okay, once I do this, I'm free to do whatever I want to do. But when they pay you by that hour, they expect that whole hour that they're paying you, and you can do any other duties as assigned. So I
Yeah.
agree. We might need to change that, instead of being paid per hour, being paid per task.
Well, when you're highly successful in your field, you don't get paid per hour.
Right.
You don't get paid per hour. You get paid to do a job. If you call me to build your website and I finish in a week, even though most people take 4 weeks, I'm still going to get paid the same amount.
Right.
You're not going to charge me. You're not going to pay me less because it took me less time. If anything, you should pay me more because I got it done ahead of time.
Right.
That's not how they think. This is why we can't work for people.
Mm-hmm.
This is why. Unless you show that your worth is this high, that you were creating the terms.
Mm-hmm.
If we work together, these are the terms. And until we get to that, will be a form of slavery. Mm-hmm. in that physical sense, because 40 hours a week at their discretion on when those hours are, which is normally our most productive hours, is draining. We already saw how they came up with these 40 hours anyway. This
Mm-hmm.
was never, ever conducive of us. It was all conducive for Henry Ford and how to get the most out of his workers without them breaking down, and also without them trying to have other jobs outside of his job.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the system that we're on right now.
Temporarily.
Last comment.
I say this every day. Most work in an 8-hour workday can be done in 2 to 3 hours. It's about control, not task completion.
Thank you. It's about control. These people think because they pay you salary, they own you.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they think.
Well, technically they do.
No, you don't. That's what we got to stop thinking that. They don't own anything. They don't own anything.
If you let me say this, if you get paid per hour, I don't care.
Salary isn't per hour though.
Huh?
A lot of people are on salary, and salary is not per hour.
I wouldn't say everybody's on salary.
I said a lot of people.
Well, you still work within an 80-hour week, regardless if you do the work or not. It's you Monday 8 to 5 business hours. You're within those business hours. If they wanted you to stop what you was doing and wash some windows, if it needs to be done, that's what you have to do, because you signed up for that hourly rate. But that's what I'm agreeing with you on. We have to change from working per hour to working per task. And you only work per task is when you work for yourself or freelance.
Right. That's true. That is true. Because you may be a salesperson, but if those windows are dirty and there's no sales coming in, you're here. I'm going to use you. That's slave shit. That's slave shit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You hired me to do sales, and now you got me doing because you think you own me for this amount of time.
Right.
And we allow them to think that. I got you for 8 hours. I could do whatever I want with you for 8 hours. That's their thinking.
Right.
I got you for 8. I could do whatever I want, whether it's washing windows, whether it's sales, whether it's this. I'm paying you for 8 hours, so I can use all of your skill sets in that 8 hours if I want to.
Mm-hmm.
No, you can't.
And then we also got to normalize multiple streams of income, because once we see so much coming in, we like, hold on, y'all paying me to do this when I can make more money doing this. I'm out of here.
Yep.
See, we got to normalize accepting multiple streams of income. And I think we're going to get back to that with AI coming into place, because within the next 6-7 years, a lot of these jobs is going straight to autonomy.
And that's one of the things that Rich Dad Poor Dad talks about. That's one of the main things, is taking your employee wages and being able to get out of the rat race by taking your employee wages, creating a side hustle or a side business or whatever, to where that they could pay you the same amount as your employee wages. And then now you're in that freedom of being able to be like, nope, I make more than this. Because until we do that, we will be slaves to them. Until we could say that's the reason why basketball players and football players, they have the leverage, and certain people in business have the leverage because they like, look, I could go over here and make this, and they already made me an offer.
Right.
Until we could tell the boss that, we just slaves to them. Until we could say, well, such and such is offering me this, so if you're not matching that, I'm going over there.
Right. But see, that's
you know
the
what
thing.
I mean?
But see, that's the thing. Is that mentality is through it all. Because even like a sports athlete, right? A football player, they get paid, but they better show up for that game. And just think,
practice.
If the kicker goes out and we need you out and you ain't never kicked, you gonna go out there and kick that ball.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going through different phases of life. It's there.
And we know athletes are slaves. We know that.
Yeah.
We know that's a whole different type of form. They fighting for their job every Sunday. They fighting for their job every single Sunday. That's
Mentally,
a whole
physically.
That's a whole different.
Yeah.
like you could be replaced.
Most
You know,
definitely.
it's easier to replace a football player than it is someone at a 9 to 5.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like they got recruits every single day at the combine, they everywhere. So
That's true.
ain't nobody safe. All right, y'all.
Let's get into that Zen or not.
Let's do it.
Zen or
What's
not.
up?
Let's see. Letting someone merge in traffic without hesitation. Is that Zen or not?
I let people get in all the way, man. Zen.
Yeah.
I'm a passive driver. I'm going on up in there, man.
I like that. Returning your shopping carts versus leaving it.
Zen.
Returning
I'm gonna leave. Let that let Trevor, the little 16-year-old boy who got the good legs. Well, you got the little young legs. No, I'll return my joints.
Next one. Quiet quitting at work. Like
You just quit without telling nobody?
Yeah, we quit without telling nobody.
I've done that a lot.
I think that's
I
Zen.
think it's Zen.
Yeah.
You don't gotta make no big scene. I'm not gonna do what everyone thinks I'm gonna do, and that's flip out. Yeah, remember that? Jerry Maguire, man. Look, I'm showing my age again.
Sharing every life moment online. Is that Zen or not?
Not then. I don't even think people even know I went through my breakup with my ex 8 years ago. They still think I'm with her. They don't know what's going on.
Ghosting someone instead of explaining.
Depends on what they did and why you ghosting them.
Last but
That's
not
my thing.
least, airing out personal issues online.
That's so not Zen.
Why? It's a form of release.
Just to me personally, because I'm a very personal person. Like
Yeah.
some people like that. I don't get a release out of trying to get attention by putting
Let you-
cryptic things up and have people say, "Hey, I just saw your message. What's going on?"
Let your history
like
be
that.
Let your history be your history.
Mm-hmm. Spaceships don't come equipped with rearview mirrors.
Talk that talk.
So,
All right, that's it
all
for
right,
Zen or
y'all.
not, man.
That's it. All right, y'all. It's an awesome day, man. We appreciate y'all rocking with us. I know it's Monday. We went a little deep in there. Shout out to all the IG people. Who in there,
TikTok.
DJ Define, D, TikTok, Vince Bink. What up, what up, what up? We will be here tomorrow. We do this every morning, y'all. For all of our Twitch people who might have popped in our first time on Twitch, we do this every morning. 5 a.m. Pacific time, 7 a.m. Central time, and 8 a.m. East Coast time.
Yo, I've really got to go to Ethiopia.
Their new fashion is booming. Ethiopia, they hitting the new fashion. I don't know if you've seen that, but we'll talk about that later. But they got a whole new fashion thing. That's Ethiopian fashion is becoming a whole new thing, y'all. So we'll talk about that this week. We'll talk about some fashion. We talked about fashion in a minute. We'll do that for Darian's Day because he's the fashion guru. But I love